What's up, guys? Hey, I want to talk a little bit about the Supercross and how guys like Talon Hawkins get 1 year, they're in, they're out, and that's it. But remember, guys, I'm a real estate agent now. I'm working on an experienced team at Berkshire Hathaway. If you're buying, selling, or renting a house, hit me up. Worst case scenario, I get you a referral in your area and set you up with a experienced agent to handle your, sale, purchase. And if you're in Las Vegas and you need a rental, hit me up. So anyway, guys, Coach Rob, Complete Racing Solutions. If you want to get in shape, check him out. He's got memberships for everybody. Epic Garage Designs. You guys know Epic. Slat wall, anything you need in your garage. Totes, whatever you need for your garage, check out Complete Racing Solutions. Ride Strapped. I'll be there this weekend with Chris from Ride Strapped. What a cool company. Use Cooksey for free shipping. And then Precision Transport. If you're tired of dealing with trucking companies, hit up Precision Transport. And then, guys, let's not forget, Three Palms, the motocross track just outside of Houston, needs a new owner. The old owner, I don't know, there's legal troubles with him. It has nothing to do with the land or the track, and that's his business. I'm not worried about that. My job is to try and keep this in the hands of somebody who's going to run this as a motocross facility. So if you want to run this as a motocross facility, hit me up. Let's sell this bad boy. Let's keep it in the community. I don't want to see another beautiful track flattened just because. So anyway, guys, remember, subscribe, and let's get into this thing.
You need people like me so you can point your fucking fingers and say, that's the bad guy.
So I want to talk a little bit about these guys, these rookies that moved up last year, and how it kind of worked out. Haiden Deegan, we all know how that went. It was awesome. He did everything you want a new rookie to do. But take a look at Talon Hawkins. Talon Hawkins is the cautionary tale that I was kind of hinting about, what I said, why it was moronic to run Haiden out there. Because let's take Talon Hawkins in the Anaheim 2 Futures race. He gets third place, a podium. Not a bad finish. Daxton Bennick won, Casey Cochran was second, Talon was third, Deegan was fifth, Julian Bomer was back there in the pack. I had some really good riders. He rode really good, and he looked solid. But Husqvarna, all their guys were injured. They needed somebody to ride east for them. So what do? They bumped Talon Hawkins up, somebody they invested a lot of money in throughout the amateur rankings, and just assuming, okay, let's get him in there, let's get his feet wet. Well, guess what? That's all he got. He didn't get to year 2. Now, next year, he's out, and he's riding for AEO KTM, which is not a bad team, but it's not a factory team. And if you look at how many of these guys come out with they get their one shot. Casey Cochran is dealing with this right now. But let's just imagine this for 1 second. Talon Hawkins stays futures. Battles with Daxton, Casey, Bomer, and all these guys all year as an amateur. Guess what? He probably makes more money than he did racing as a pro. And guess what? He's going to get a pro shot this year. So to move him up that early, it was a mistake. I wholeheartedly believe you will not hurt them holding them back, but you could by moving them forward. So I don't see a huge upside to it. Like Casey Cochran, they're talking about moving Casey Cochran up next year. Casey, take a look at what just happened to your teammate or former teammate, Talon Hawkins. One shot, he's done. I don't think, and I could be wrong because every kid is different, I don't think Casey Cochran's ready to come in there and look like Haiden Deegan. Will he be a good pro? Probably. But you've got to give these kids time. If I'm Casey Cochran, I go 1 more year in futures, maybe do some outdoor nationals, do 3 outdoor nationals. You're making good money as an amateur. Stay amateur. Win these races. Keep making money. Get yourself an extra year to mature, to grow. And then, come out in 25 and go for it. And then you got 25, and if you don't make it, you don't make it. But you've at least given yourself the very best opportunity to succeed at the highest level, because not many people get a 3-year deal. Max Vohland had to fight for that. KTM pushed and pushed and pushed. The only way that they said yes was a 3-year deal. It still didn't work out very well for Max Vohland. They still regret it. They still wish they had held him back a couple more years, or a year or 2, got him more experience. You come in with more confidence. You only get to make that initial splash one time. And like I said, there's very, very, very few people where that goes really well. But if you take a rider who's matured and a little bit older, there's a better chance that they'll stick. They might not be a superstar, but they'll get finishes that will keep them with a ride. They'll have a Jordan Smith and RJ Hampshire style career, something where they're a serviceable pro. But when you go all in that early, you just run let's see, Jordan Bailey, Mitchell Harrison, there's just a laundry list. Mitchell Falk, Matt LeBlanc. There's so many of these kids that came up that were the next best thing and made so much money in amateurs. And they just, as soon as they're ready, boom, they go pro and they get 1 year. The system is starting to change a little bit with futures, but that's my point. My whole point of this is with futures, with the fact that you can run 3 nationals, with the fact that you can run combines, stay amateur a little bit longer. The season is so long once you turn pro, and you've got about a 10-year lifespan. So if you start your career at 20, you can go into your 30s or just around 30. You start at 16, 17, you're going to be done at around 27. Depending on what your body does, how many injuries you've had, and how you've, taken care of yourself. There's a lot of different factors, but by waiting, you're not doing anything other than just extending your amateur career 1 year. You're not losing any opportunities. These teams that just hire these amateurs and push them up, it's so stupid. But I like the Super Duper. It's done this thing where it has devalued. I don't think they meant to do this, but they have devalued both the East and the West Supercross championships by having a Super Duper champion in the 250 class with all of them combined. And guys that have pointed out are welcome to come back. Like we're seeing Triumph. They're probably going to bring Joey Savacci back next year for Outdoor Nationals and Super Duper. Cool. Now we got the best 250 Supercross rider, and it's not either of the East or West. It really does devalue the East and West to a feeder series, what it was intentionally designed to do. I do not think that was the plan of Super Duper, but I love it, and I can't wait to see how this thing plays out in Charlotte. I will be there, guys, and yeah. Remember, guys, check out the house at Three Palms, or I'm sorry, the track at Three Palms. Let's keep this thing moto, guys. Reach out to me. Let me know. Let's get a motocross person to buy this and just keep it a track. We can't lose any more tracks, especially an amazing facility like that one. So remember, guys, subscribe, and I'll catch you later.